Good morning, class 8th. Today I am describing you about cell organelles. There are two diagrams of the cell, plant cell and animal cell. You all are watching here these two diagrams in your books also. What is cell? Definition of the cell you know already. Cell provide a structure for the body, take in nutrients from food, converts those nutrients into energy. Means convert the foods whatever we are taking in our body. These cells after the digestion it enter into the cell and these cells convert these all materials into the energy. Cell also contain the body hereditary materials and can make copies of themselves. Means we are the cell has contain of hereditary materials. Means nucleus it has contain nucleus and it nucleus contain DNA, which give to our body hereditary materials. Means parents quality. Parents characters comes into our body with help of the cells. There are in these cells there are cytoplasm. Cytoplasm contains a number of small structures called organelles. At present, you know definition of the organelles. Cytoplasm contains a number of small structures called organelles. Here I am just identifying you all yellow color structures. These are yellow color structures in the plant cell and the animal cell. These jelly-like structure called cytoplasm, and cytoplasm contains a number of small structures called organelles. Now I am describing you one by one these organelles. First number, endoplasmic reticulum. It is a network of tubules. Means endoplasmic reticulum's structure is tube type structures. Synthesis of proteins, carbohydrates and lipids. Means these manufacture to the proteins, carbohydrates and the lipids. Storage of absorbed or synthesized molecules. Whatever the molecules we are eating, it absorb and synthesize. Means it chemical reactions doing also. Transport of materials means it send the materials, energy food materials into other cells also. Transport of materials, detoxification of drugs and toxins. The materials which are the means drugs type, we are taking the medicines and sometimes it is a poisonous also, and toxins also we are taking the different types of the foods, maybe enter the toxins types, then it detoxify to that type of materials, drugs and toxins. Now I am telling you ribosomes. These all are organelles entered in these two diagrams and you all are looking here in the diagram also. After that there is in this book, this para you are seeing the number of the cell organelles. Okay, then my ribosomes, these are the small granular structures scattered in the cytoplasm. These are the sites of protein synthesis. Means what is the function of ribosomes? It synthesizes to the proteins. Our body need more and more proteins, so it make to the protein. Not only the ribosomes making the proteins, other parts of the organelles also make to the proteins. Just you listen, endoplasmic reticulum also, the ribosomes also sites of the protein synthesis. Its structure in the cytoplasm is granular structures, means pointed structure, a large point cytoplasm with the very thin points, thin structures, and the large granular structure in the cytoplasm, that is known as the ribosomes. When it attached to the endoplasmic reticulum, then endoplasmic reticulum known as the rough endoplasmic reticulums. There are two types of endoplasmic reticulums, rough endoplasmic reticulum and the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Both have the different functions. You will understood in the next class. Means they absorb the different types of the materials from our digested food and give us energy. Then I am just explaining you about the mitochondria. Mitochondria is the most important parts in the cell organelles. These are the small rod-like structures found in all cells, plant cell or animal cell. Both cells these are found. They provide energy for all the activities. This energy is produced by the oxidation of food. Means when the food, digested food enter into the cell, these are the oxidized. Means convert into the energy, then it means oxidize. It react to the oxygen, then after it oxidize and give us energy. This energy is produced by the oxidation of food. Thus, they are often called the powerhouse of the cell because it is doing the cellular respiration, mitochondria, and it has own energy. So, this is known as the powerhouses of the cell. After that, in this page, you are seeing the vacuoles. These are the sac-like structures, means thin bag-like structures. Plant cells have large vacuoles as compared to the animal cells. Vacuoles store soluble food, wastage and secretions of cell dissolved in the water as cell shape. Plant cell has a large vacuoles. You all have seen in this diagram large vacuoles, and the animal cell has a small vacuoles are there. You will see here plant animal cell, and this one the one moment animal cell vacuoles, small vacuoles and the large vacuoles are there. Okay, again is in same page endoplasmic reticulum. Already I described you all about this one. So now ribosomes also, granular structures in the cytoplasm, that is known as the ribosomes, site of the protein synthesis. Now we are understood here the Golgi bodies. These are made up of tubules and vesicles and is responsible for the secretions of chemical substances like enzymes, hormones and the proteins. Means chemical substances, it secretes to the chemical substances and it give to the cell in the synthesizing to the food, enzymes, hormones and proteins. Golgi bodies. Okay, plastids, generally it is occur into the plant cell because plastids do not require in the animal cells. These are present only in the plant cells. Plastids contain certain pigments that have a specific role to play in the functioning of the plants making a role of food making, so it required the plastids. There are three mainly types of the plastids. One number is a chloroplast and another is chromoplast, leucoplast. Function of the chloroplast, they contain chlorophyll, means plants perform a photosynthesis reaction due to the plastids, and it is the part of the plastids means chloroplast. Another part is a chromoplast. We all have seen the fruits and the flowers in the plants, and these all are the different colors into the plants. So these are different colors responsible goes to the chromoplast, which occur into the plant cell. Chromoplast contain non-green pigments that give color to the flower and fruits. Leucoplast are colorless plastids which help in storage of food. Plants take the foods and after rest of the foods they are stored, and it stored with help of the leucoplast. Now centrosome. Centrosome is located near the nucleus. It is involved in cell division and is found in only in animal cells. Cell division is generally time to time occur into the animal cell, and these after getting the mature, when the cell mature, then it make a cell division, and cell division with help of the centrosome located near the nucleus. After that, in this page number, you will see here some multiple choice questions are there. I hope you all can do these questions answer self, but this time I am going to explain this one also. The shape of the cell changes in bacteria, virus, amoeba, euglena. because ma'am taught in the previous class also, amoeba always changes its shape, and so it has no fixed shape. Amoeba is the right answer of this question. Which of the following is not a part of cytoplasm? Ribosomes, mitochondria, Golgi bodies, and cell membrane. The question is, which of the following is not a part of cytoplasm? The cell membrane is outer part of the cytoplasm, not included in the cytoplasm. So, cell membrane is the right answer. The genes are present in the nucleoplasm, nucleolus, chromosomes, mitochondria. Then it means chromosomes. Now, next question is, the carrier of genetic characteristics from the parent to the offspring are the genes. Our parent quality comes into our body, it means genes, giving it occur into the nucleus, means chromosomes. Now question number 5. Nucleus is rich in which option? Previous page it was described. RNA is the right option, DNA is not there, fluid is not there, plastic is also not there. RNA is the right option. Now next points in this page is there, comparison between the plant and animal cells. When we compare to the plant cell and animal cell, we are finding firstly there is a thick outer structures, means plant cell has cell membrane and cell wall both, and both are the same, include to each other and make a thick wall of the external part of the cell, make a plant cell. But animal cell are the smaller, it has the thin outer layer, means only made to the cell membrane, so thin outer layer, and it has plant cell has the thick outer layer and plant cell has the thin outer layer. Secondly, you all have seen here the vacuoles are larger in the plant cell because it store more and more foods into its and do not stop their activities in the whole time they are doing their activities. But animal cell taking the rest, so it require a less amount of the energy, so it do not require to the large vacuoles, it has the small vacuoles. In this page you have seen there are plastids. Plastids are present in the plant cell and animal cell. It is not present. Plastids are absent. Vacuoles or large vacuoles in present. It fills most of the space of the cell. So nucleus is at the side into the plant cell, but the animal cell nucleus is in the center because small vacuoles. Vacuoles are absent if present are small. Okay, now next, Golgi apparatus. Many dictyosomes are scattered in the cytoplasm. Which cell? Plant cell. Many dictyosomes. Dictyosomes means Golgi apparatus. Parts of Golgi apparatus is also tubes type of structure, and these are tubes is known as the dictyosomes. Have animal cell have well developed Golgi apparatus that are present near nucleus. Animal cell well developed Golgi apparatus present near the nucleus. Centrosome is absent in plant cell. Centrosome is present in animal cell. Okay, you all have, and I think you all understood about the difference between the plant cell, main difference between the plant cell and the animal cell in this video. After that I am going to describe you about the prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells. There are two main cells are mainly two types, prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells. Prokaryotic means the cells which do not have a well organized nucleus due to the absence of nuclear membrane are called the prokaryotic cells. All the cells have present the nucleus, but some cells has the well organized nucleus and the some cell has the not well organized nucleus. So when it present well organized nucleus known as the prokaryotic cells, for example bacteria and blue-green algae, these are the cells which do not have a well organized nucleus due to the absence of nuclear membrane are called the prokaryotic cells. What is there? There is no well organized nucleus. Examples are there: bacteria and blue-green algae. They have not present a well organized nucleus. Now eukaryotic cells. In class also, class 7th, I taught you also a well organized nucleus with nuclear membrane. When the nucleus external cover is known as the nuclear membrane, it present into the nucleus, that is known as well organized nucleus with nuclear membrane are called the eukaryotic cells. All organisms other than bacteria and blue-green algae have eukaryotic cells. Examples: we people are also, we are in our body cells. There are well-organized nucleus. Plant cells, animal cells, fungi, protozoa are the eukaryotic cells. Eukaryotes, we all are eukaryotes. Animal which are well organized nucleus called are eukaryotic organisms. And okay, now cell divisions and growth. In the same page we are you all are looking here the diagrams of cell division. When the cell get matured, it require divides, and when it divide, make a daughter cells. There are two daughter cells you are looking here. These are the two daughter cells, and it makes with help of the cell division. During division, the nucleus of cell splits first. Splits means spread both side. Nucleus of a cell splits first into two, and then the cytoplasm divides into two separate parts across the middle. This process is called the cell division. The new cells formed after cell division are called the daughter cells. Okay, dear, you little bit you understood about the cell division also. Why cell division required? You all have answer. When the cell get mature, it require a growth, and it divides into firstly two parts. Then that two parts are known as the daughter cells. Then again when the daughter cells mature, then again it divides and make another daughter cells. So our body get large and mature body. After this video, I will send you exercise of this chapter, means question answer, and some notes also I will send you in this chapter. You all understood, I hope, today through this video. Okay, good, bye bye.